Here's a 1.4 acre lot in Maricopa, Arizona, listed for $24.5K. Let's run it through my Land Clarity Quickcheck. The listing gets a little messy here. It mentions both RU43 and R118. That's confusing because those are two totally different zonings. So let's go ahead and figure that out first. As you can see on the official Maricopa County zoning map, you can see the parcel number here. This parcel is actually RU43 zoning. Now there are some R118 lots across the street over here, but this lot is RU43. That's why it's always good to verify. All right, utilities. The listing says the power is available through APS, but when I searched the parcel using the address, as you can see here, nothing came up in their system. That could be a technical error, or it can mean that this parcel really isn't in their service area. Also, when I go to the SRP website and I search the address on their service map, they don't service this parcel. So that means that this parcel more than likely falls under the ED3 or Electrical District Number 3 service area, not APS. But just to make sure, it's always good to give them a call to double check, because like I said, it could just be a technical error. This is really important because connection costs and policies can vary a lot between APS and a local co-op like ED3. Now for water. I pulled up the Arizona Department of Water Resources well registry and checked nearby parcels. I put in the APN for the parcel in question, as you can see here, and then these red dots let you know that there is a well nearby. So your chances of digging a well in this area are pretty high. I looked at the details for some of these wells that you see here. Some of the records don't list the depth of the wells, but the ones that do, they seem to start around 500 feet. I've seen one for 500, one for 560. Also seen another one that was much, much deeper, over 1,000 feet. Like you should be good at least 500 feet. So yes, water is possible, but it will not be cheap. All right, now for access. As you can see, the parcel is right by the road, so you have immediate access. You don't have to worry about submitting any easements or anything like that, so that's awesome. And the listing says it's near a school and a fire station, so that's cool too. It has better access than most rural parcels. All right, now let's check for the flood zone. This land is in a blue flood zone on the flood map. Blue means it's in the floodplain. What does that mean? Well, it means when it rains a lot, this spot can flood. Baby. So if you want to build a house, you can't just plop it down. The county will make you raise the house higher or build a special pad so water doesn't damage it. It's not in the red zone. The red floodway is where water must flow, and you pretty much can't build there. But blue isn't as strict, but it does mean extra cost and paperwork. Some red flags that you may want to keep an eye on is 1, the power. The listing says APS, but chances are it could be ED3 service area. So you just want to give them a call and double check that. Also, if you don't have the funds to get a well installed on the land, this may not be for you. And you may want to find something that has city water available. Having your own well is awesome. So that itself is not a red flag, but the lack of funds could make it so. Also, this land sits in the blue FEMA flood zone. So while you can still build, you'll need permits and likely to raise the home, which means extra cost. I would say the zoning is also a red flag, but that's just a mix-up with the listing. We already cleared that up. Remember, land isn't good or bad. The question is whether it aligns with you and your vision. And for that, you need clarity.